You have such a big weekend this weekend.
Yes.
Birds of Prey is out on Friday. That's a giant movie. I want to talk about that. But also you're nominated for an Oscar in Bombshell.
Thank you.
You were phenomenal in that movie. I was like, it was so heartbreaking to watch. I was just like, oh, you know, because I root for you and I love you and I know all the, you know, we have guests on the show that are great actors and they go and do these movies and you go, it's not really them. But I want to stick up for you. I go, don't let that go down.
I don't think my mum's seen it yet, and she gets really upset when I cry in movies.
Oh, my
she like wants to defend, and I'm like, Mum, it's a character, it's not me.
Yeah,
like, don't worry.
Yeah.
She gets really upset.
What a year, though. I mean, Once Upon a Time, I went and saw that in theaters. And I was like, oh my God, you're just fantastic in that as well. But I mean, you got to be excited. Do you like going to the award shows and doing all that stuff?
You know what? I really do. It's actually a really nice night, and a lot of friends back home in Oz will be like, "Oh, it's very competitive. Are people kind of side-eyeing each other?" And I'm like, "No, it's really not like that." I feel like in the ad break, everyone gets up and like runs up to each other and says hi, and you know, I love your work. I loved your film. Like, let's work together. You know, it's actually really nice. I'm excited. It's a really nice night.
I have a picture of you. This is from the SAG Awards. You're just giving. That's Meryl Streep. You can't see her because you're strangling her. You gave Meryl a nice big hug.
Oh, she's a great woman to hug. Well, you know what? 2 years ago, when we were at the Oscars, and Frances McDormand won, and she did this amazing thing where she asked all the female nominees in her category, she got us all to stand up. She said, stand up. And we all stood there. It was honestly one of the best moments of my whole life. It was way better than winning. Standing there, and we were like all in it together, and she kind of said this beautiful speech, and then afterwards we all just went and hugged each other, and Meryl was one of the nominees, because, you know, Meryl's always nominated, but I was just like hugging her. I was like, oh my God, this is the best night ever. So when I saw her at the SAG Awards this year, I was like, I think we're at the hugging stage. Like,
Can I get another hug?
I was like, hey Meryl, can I have a hug?
Come on, I'll give you a hug. Yeah.
Bring it in.
Tell me about Birds of Prey. I'm so excited about this. It's fantastic. But you've been working on this.
Fantabulous, even.
Yes. You've been working on this for a long time, right?
Yeah, no, I first started pitching the idea when we were still shooting Suicide Squad the first time, so it was 4.5 years ago, and now it's out on Friday,
wow.
the 7th, and I can't believe it. It's been,
a long time to work on something.
It's been a long time in the making, and now I'm finally going to show it to the world, so I hope you like it, because it was really fun to make, and I think it's really fun to watch.
Were you just waiting for the right script? Were you, like, working on it?
No, it just took a while to, you know, 4.5 years ago when I pitched a R-rated girl gang action film with DC characters, that was a bit of an uphill battle. And, and now, you know, it took a couple of years to convince everyone, like, I think this is a good idea.
Are you still giving everyone tattoos on set?
No,
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I hung up the tattoo gun. I mean, on the first Suicide Squad, we did squad tattoos, and it became a bit of a...
Yeah, this is you giving it a tattoo.
Yes, that's actually David, I think. That's David's arm.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's the director. Everyone got it. People, like, honestly, in lighting setups would just pop into the trailer and get one.
Yeah, you tried to give one to me at one point, and I was like, I don't know, like, look.
That's Jai's. Yeah, everyone got... I mean, mine's on my foot right here. I did my own one.
Where is it? There?
Right there on my foot. I don't know if you can see that.
One there?
Yeah.
So
but I've hung up the tattoo gun now. I don't do it anymore.
You don't?
I've had a few mishaps, and I thought I should quit while I'm...
Of course!
A particularly bad one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not trained to do this, right?
No, not trained at all. Bought the gun on eBay. Like, it's... Yeah. No, I shouldn't... people let me do it, though. I warn them I'm not good at drawing and I'm not qualified, and people still do it. Anyways, so it was my... one of my good friends was getting married in Australia and had the hens the night... the bachelorette, you would say, the night before. And, of course... There was a lot of drinking, and then we were like, oh, we'll get matching tattoos, because that's a great idea. And I was tattooing my friend on her back, and another friend had drawn it on in biro, like in pen, and then I tattooed it. And then when I showed her afterwards, she was like, oh, I didn't know that's what I was getting. And I was like, oh, gosh, like, what did you think you were getting? She's like, doesn't matter, like, I like it either way. And I was lucky she was cool about it. But do you know who was not cool about it? Her mum, the next day at the wedding, when she walked down the aisle as one of the maids of honour in a backless dress. And there's like this red, raw, scabbing tattoo. And her mum was filthy with me. She was so, like, roused at me at the wedding. She was so angry. And I thought, I really shouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah, you go, no.
I don't know if British is okay with it yet. So I'm just,
All right,
I hung up the gun.
All right, so you hung up the gun. Good, all right,
no
good.
more,
So no
no
more
more.
gun.
Unless you want one, Jimmy, in which case I'll do it.
No, I'm really, no, I'm not. I can't have the guts. No. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if they say so.
Like I would say yes. That would be the most bizarre. Like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Yeah.
Sure.
I thought about it.
You asked nicely.
I
So,
can't do it. Yeah.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.